Good afternoon, or good evening maybe, wherever you are, who knows. Let's get the stream up there. Okay. I'm live, but my camera is out of position. Don't know why that was. And I'm having problems with my mouse the last few days, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that as the stream goes, because well, reasons. Right. Still playing around my yoke setup and its positioning and everything, and I quite like it. Sometimes I find it a little bit out of position, so I have to change it around a little bit. And so the Formidine Rift trip, as it's been, I've actually realised that I haven't changed the title, and so it's gonna say I'm on day 3 when I'm actually on day 4, but never mind, I can change that. So I kind of came out to the Formidine Rift not really expecting anything in particular, or to find anything in particular or anything. Just wanted to come around and under the new update, have a bit of a poke around, see what things are like, and see if could come across anything. You know, you never know if you're going to come across something or nothing and whatnot. So it was worth popping here to have a look. Let's see. So it's I'm going to tell you where I am at the moment. I'm just doing some last changes that I didn't do before, so just give us a second. There we go. Right. That mouse. So I'm here in the Formidine Rift, kind of somewhere more or less in the middle, I think. Well, not in the middle. And to the northeast. And we're in this system. I'm in the system here. Airj, AIRG, KM-W, E1-1, and it's a smorgasbord of stuff. There's lots of signal sources here, geological, biological. I was at this biological point 2 before, and now I'm just having a look at number 1, and it just looks as though, to be honest, it's another pumpkin site. Whoop! So I don't know which one I've got set up there. So it's another pumpkin site. Let me just launch my scarab here. I need to remember to get some fuel, and to remember which modules are active and which ones aren't. Just get that loaded up. There we go. So I've now got the scarab attached to my flight yoke and whatnot, and it's tricky. I'm slightly getting used to it, but I've got reverse on the same part of the thruster, which makes it a little bit more difficult to control. But I'm kind of slowly but surely getting the hang of it. And so the pumpkins are off to the right, so they must be here. Now the first set of pumpkins I came across, they weren't dropping anything. So, well, they weren't dropping anything decent. I think the highest thing I got was tungsten, which isn't the best. So alright. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of a look around this one, see if they drop anything a little bit better. I've never really looked at the drop rates of stuff here on these things, to be honest, if I'm totally honest with you. See, this is where I can't, when I brake like that, I can't see where the reverse is. So yeah, tungsten again, which alright, it's level 3. What are you gonna do? It's not bad, it's not great. Whoops. Hey Scott, how's it going? Nice to see you. Are you out and about in this new update? Plus, scanning all the bases here in the Formidine Rift gets you, or at least on the way to the Formidine Rift, gets you around 8 million credits. So that's not too bad either. It's not to be sniffed at. Oh, we got 2 growths here. Oh, we got one closer actually. Whee. Is that one on the corner? Yeah. So when I've got it now, I've got it mapped to the yoke. It's strange because it feels more natural driving wise, but it's a bit slower. I actually tried to set my tuner up to the yoke as well, my FFF tuner, but I wasn't enjoying it. I prefer it mapped to my joypad. Oh, chromium. Oh, that's a 2, isn't it? So that's no good. Well, not no good. You can never have enough. You can always trade it, Jack. So, if you're watching for the first time today, or you're watching for the millionth time today, come by and say hello in the chat. Or feel free to come by and say hello in the chat. But that's what it's there for. Can't remember what my boost is on this, or what I've set as my boost. Probably somewhere really stupid. So you can see I'm still getting used to it, but I am enjoying the thruster a little bit. I mean, I'm getting used to it. And iron. So these pumpkins really, they don't drop a lot. They don't drop great stuff. But if we my plan is to kind of fly across the Formidine Rift, just seeing if I can spot anything as I go. Come on, there's the reticule. Go up. There we go. And we've got another iron, so yeah. So these pumpkins don't really drop anything good. Talking to myself. No, Scott's come in, I think. And I haven't even checked what's on stream. No, there's 5 people watching. But yeah, generally talking to myself. What's new? Doesn't matter whether I've got a camera running or not. Welcome in, Rick. As I said before, it's a little bit early for me. It's probably very early for Scott. God knows what time it is. 6 AM? 6 AM? Right, so. Woo! So we're gonna head back to the ship. I'd love... there's my thruster. Okay, I know where my thruster is now. Woo! Oh, I still haven't mapped the directional thrusters though. That's a good... that would be a good idea at some point. Or have I? No, I haven't. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. 8:42. Where are you, Rick? 7:41. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm looking at 2 o'clock, but it's not almost 3, so 7. Okay. Whoa. So Rick's East Coast, and Scott is West Coast, I think. Whoa. Where's the entrance? Oh, it's there. Why not let me on board my ship? Right, okay. Great state of Florida. Do they still call it that? Or is it still the orange state? So... Oh yeah. Have you used oh, I don't remember the website that lists all the Jumponium systems. Sunshine State. I thought that was Arizona. I was sure Arizona was the Sunshine State. The Sunshine State. Right. Turn off the vehicle hanger, and the thrusters will come online automatically. So what did I want to? There was something I just wanted to do. Was it? No, you can't do it. You have to be in Super Cruise. Okay, I'll show you this when we get going. Now I haven't got boosters on this ship because I was unable to engineer them in time before I came out. But to be honest with you, for what I'm doing, I haven't really noticed. Good afternoon, Tigster. Why are you always under the cosh of something, Tigster? We need to deal with this. You're either banned from doing something, or you shouldn't be doing something, or you don't have access. Why do you keep getting into trouble? Right, off we go, ski. So yeah, if you look in my left panel, once we go into Super Cruise, you can see all these surface signals here. There's just tons and tons of stuff here, and it's not the only place in the system. So if I just quickly throttle down there and go into the FSS, I'm gonna have to do a thing there. You'll see there's 19 no, not 19 signals. What was I looking at before? Oh crap, I've forgotten now. It's been a few days since I've touched this, so you'll have to bear with me a second. So is it in here? Oh, what happened there? Let's try it this way. Right, so pretty much almost every planet I was touching on had something on it, but now it's gonna mug me off and make me look like an idiot. So let's have a look. I'll do it with the high metal worlds, and it might show a little bit better if there's any other on the 3 axis. So 3C and 3A. No. Oh, it's proving me wrong. Yeah, everything's saying no locations. Well, they did. Everywhere said locations before. This place was absolutely full of them, so that's why I stopped off here. Ah, there you go. Notable signals. 2 biological, 29 geological, but that's for the local area, I do believe. Ah, but you should come home and do stuff. Self-motivation. It's a very important thing. Coming from somebody who is a long-time procrastinator. But I try not to procrastinate anymore. I just do it. Get it over and done with, and then all of my time is mine after that. So... Right, so if you've just dropped in the stream, don't forget to hit that like button. It does help. And you can, if you're first time in, come say hello. Come and say hello in the chat. Right, so I'm gonna do my little thing across the galaxy. Across the Formidine Rift. So we are here, and my intention is to go somewhere into a corner here. So, because I'm going to try and really I'm going to try to work it down 2 corners. So, for example, that might not quite be in the corner. So let's move a little bit. Let's try and get it. Wait, I've forgotten how I go up. Aye, come on. I've forgotten how I go up. No good for me. No. No. Ah, I remember now. It's a little bit finicky, but it does what I want it to. So we're gonna go somewhere. I just saw somewhere there, but we want to go down to the first sun we see on the plane. So here. Now the other day I was doing this kind of test to see what type of planets I come across, and so I plotted only F-type stars. And I didn't come across a lot of stuff. I was really shocked. I hardly came across anything. So I thought, right, on the next part of the trip, I'm gonna try G stars, because normally I do F, G, and A. And if I'm planning on doing a lot of mapping, I'll do F and G together and kind of get a mix. K's I haven't got around to trying yet, although I do really want to try K stars as well. Right, so to go across the Formidine Rift is going to take 206 jumps. That's what it says. Now we're gonna play around with this. So have I got that on? No, that's on fastest route. Nice one. And using jet cone if it's available. So I need to switch that off because I don't need that. And we're going to change it to G today because I really want that. I want that notable difference. Okay, so we're going to let it plot this route now. Now, with F-stars, I was finding a fair few ammonia worlds. I've got my name on a few of them, and let's make our first jump. I need to change my frame shift button actually. Alright, we're on our way. Do I need to make any changes? No, I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So we've got 11 bodies, which is a good start. 11, 15, 17, I like that number. We'll have to see on these G stars. I'm going to put my... So my current method really is to get away from the star so it's small and in the distance. Kind of like around this area. Don't want to go too far in case somewhere that needs mapping is really close up. So, and then when I hear it accelerate again, I pull back. And we go into the FSS mode now. I think I've got some high metal content in here. Yeah, or metal rich, high metal content, metal rich. Which actually isn't bad for 6 different bodies. Although they might not all be on this plane, so... So I'm just looking for locations to pop up as well. I'm not saying I'm going to be visiting every single location, but it would be nice to see if if 1 or 2 pop up when it goes through the scan process. Nothing as of yet. That's okay, Jack. Oh, nothing yet. I missed, there was something a little bit back here, but there's nothing showing up, so I'm guessing there's nothing there. And we got 2 more somewhere in here. They must be hidden in here somewhere. No. Seems a bit... Ah, there it is. Didn't see it hiding away down there. Oh no, that's only one. No locations there. Ah, we've got a second plane. Okay. Cool. There it is. And that's the system complete. No major locations, but it wasn't bad. There's a few high metal content worlds in here, so we'll just have a quick look to see if any of them are mappable, which they're kind of not. I mean, they are mappable, but it's not going to give you a lot of extra money for mapping these ones. So we will jump on to the next system. Okay, that's done. So don't need to stop off in here. Now, just a little tip, just to making jumps that little bit faster. When you hear that your fuel scooping's complete, you want to kind of point your ship away from the sun. I used to kind of skim the line and just keep going, especially if the next system was kind of above me. Now I just put the nose down a little bit, and just because you get away from the sun much faster, that way you get away from the sun a little bit faster, which means you're going to be able to jump a little bit faster as well. Hey, let's go. How's it going? You having your morning grits? Happy New Year to everybody. Oh, 18 bodies isn't too bad. I like that number. Now, this week, and I think it's going to be either Saturday or Sunday, I'm going to attempt to do a long stream. I'm aiming for 24 hours, but I don't know if... I can't promise, but I can probably do 20. Georgia ice cream. Ellisgar loves his grits. Oh, they're not key. Are you not on a cheat day then? Oh, we got an Earthlike. No, we haven't. I'm not that lucky. We can test it. Oh, it is Earthlike. Cha-ching! What was that? Third jump? It's not bad. Oh, it's ringed as well. Nice one. And it's ringed. And I don't think any of these have been discovered. So that will be Mapiotion. Let's have a look. These are going to be gas giants, as we know. You know, I think I've been kind of thinking about kind of targeted scanning. You know, only looking for what you're looking for. It kind of works, kind of doesn't work, because sometimes if it's hidden behind a gas giant, you have to tune into the gas giant to find the thing you're looking for. Sometimes, well, you don't have to tune into. You do have to tune into the gas giant, but you don't have to go through them all. But for example, I know these are all rocky worlds, and if I want to go after the high metal, oi, oh no, that's an asteroid cluster. I thought there was a signal source there somewhere. Something else I have to keep an eye out for. So like high metal content worlds are what I'm looking for, but not that one. The ones I'm looking for kind of have these three little prongs to them. as you can see, I'm not finding them on this plane. So maybe there's another one. That's an asteroid one. Maybe I'm just a bit off on it, or maybe there's just nothing in it. Let's get rid of this asteroid belt because it'll find it all in one go, and then we don't have to mess about. Right, let's try again. Come on. I'm not seeing it off the path anywhere, that's the thing. Now, sometimes they do hide just off to the side of the path, but I'm not... Ah, there we go. That's... that. Ah, that might be where they're hidden. Yeah, that's where they're hidden. Okay, so let's see what we've got in here. These are crappy ones. Rocky body, rocky body. Rocky, rocky body. Rocky body. Rocky body. This is... Well, at least I got an Earth-like. Rocky bodies everywhere. I didn't see that one fast enough. Well, at least we got the Earth-like, so we'll go have a quick look at that one. Looks nice from here, and it is unmapped and untagged, which is a nice start to the day. The only thing is it's a couple of thousand light seconds away, but that's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the world. Oh, nice. I don't know how I'd feel with Hortus mounts, actually. At first I was thinking, oh, I'd really like them, and then I'm looking at my setup at the moment. I like it. It feels quite natural. I'm still getting used to certain controls that I've mapped, because I'm so used to doing it with the D-pad and the old joystick, so getting used to it isn't easy. But I kind of, what I did is I started off with the main things and really played a few days getting them down so they feel a lot more natural, and then as time goes I switch other bits and bobs over. Now here is Swifty's guide to if I've got it set up right, which I think I have. Swifty's guide to tagging or mapping planets. Super easy. There's only a couple that I've got lazy and managed to hit outside the efficiency bonus, but that was pure laziness, or not even laziness, just actually trying to do it too quickly. So it's got a ring, so I'm going to go just a little bit higher. It is a bit harder to do once it rings, but I try and get on a level plane with the ring, because then it's not going to interfere so much with the scan, hopefully, or with the mapping. So try and get to it on a flat plane. Okay. As soon as it says too fast on the surface scanner, slow down, go into it, and what I do is I go I look for the miss point at the top. I can only do this much faster. Okay, and then I go halfway down between the miss point and that little extra line just below my reticule. I fire one off, then I fire one at that line also, so that's two. I try and fire one at the middle, but of course there's a ring there, so I have to be really careful, but I think I'll be alright. Then I fire one dead on the line here, and then normally I do it at the side, but I'm going to have to do it on the angles here, so I'm going to fire it there, Doesn't matter if you go a tiny bit over. And then I'm going to fire it there. And that should give me 100% efficiency. And that's with only 6 probes, not 7. I was a little bit too wonky on the right hand side, but I should get it easy enough. Yeah, there we go. So that's how I do it, and if you get it down well enough and just keep practicing, you can map these things so easily. Can't remember how I get out of it now. Not that one. Oh, that did the job. I think I pressed the back button. Okay, we're gonna go next system en route. And so in my 24-hour stream, it's as close to 24 hours as I can get, probably on Saturday or Sunday. So I'd really appreciate the support. I'm going to be actually starting from scratch. A completely new account, nothing in it, so. Oh, that's good then. That's good. And it'll feel more like you're in a cockpit as well. So yeah, I'll be starting from scratch with a brand new account. And it'll be interesting. I'll be doing a little bit of everything, I think, at the beginning. Trying to get it kind of all up to scratch. That account's going to be more for special streams, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Being able to start completely from scratch is going to be strange, but I think it's going to be okay. So, rocky bodies, we don't want them, and we've got asteroid clusters. So I think, unless there is a seriously good high metal content one somewhere, I think I'm just going to move on. I don't think there's I think the high metal content is hidden around a gas giant, so that's pretty pointless. So let's move on to the next one. I don't know, Kit. I don't know, Tigster. I don't know. I don't know if maybe she's working or she's elited out. I know before she disappeared for a while just when she kind of didn't want to really be doing elite. Other than that, I really don't know. I'm afraid. So I don't know, has everybody been playing a lot over the last few days? I've really not. I had one day where I think I was testing out the new Hortus and I wasn't streaming, but I was playing for the day. But other than that, I've not really been playing that much this Christmas. It's far too bloated from Christmas Day festivities and getting through the umpteen bottles of whiskey that I had. 5 bodies, probably not great. Oh, and your question earlier, Tigster, about getting internet on the tops of the mountains. Well, you don't. Oh, you can actually in quite a few of them because there'll be ski stations somewhere close by. They tend to have pretty decent antennas. What, she left because... No, no. I don't think that would be a reason. She's watched too many, way too many streams of exploration. Oh, okay. And I will be doing some combat things within the player group, actually, within the squadron. I'm gonna start issuing some instructions to people who want to do combat and things like that, just so it's everybody's got something to do, because yeah, everybody's not necessarily exploration based. Although we were really I've got freeze. I do know, but why have I got a freeze? A lot more freezes these days on the servers. Anybody else think so? Well, better than to presume the mind of anybody, actually, Elizga. You just never know what people are thinking or how they feel. Lots of things make people make decisions. Let's have a look. Is it running again? Okay, cool. Right. So we can go map this one. Actually, the pictures of me climbing in the snow the other day, the pictures don't do it justice. Gale force winds. God knows how many miles per hour. Ridiculous. In snow, which then turns into little, in that type of wind at that temperature, turns into nice little ice rocks slamming into your face. But it was a really good day out. I really enjoyed it. It's the second time I've got to use my my ice shoe things. These things that I can put over my shoes and walk on ice. Hey, Commander Imitator, how's it going? Happy New Year to you too. So yeah, if nobody knows what I'm talking about, there's pictures on the Discord. And it is ice. It looks like snow on the photographs. It's not snow, it's ice. But it was so much fun. I had a lot of fun. Until I thought there was a possibility I might have a heart attack when I got to a certain... Can't remember where we were. We were pretty much top of the mountain. I could hardly breathe. But I think it was just exhaustion in the air. I don't think I was really going to have a heart attack. We were, I know. I know Malcolm, who's just said hello earlier. Malcolm, he's doing really... Oh yeah, might be too close now. Talking about how to scan stuff and not paying attention. That's a perfect example of that. So there's the miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and that should get us 100%. Oh, we've got one more if we need it. Yeah, it could have been. I mean, I don't know exactly where altitude sickness starts, to be honest. But I have had it on that planet. How the hell do I go out? Okay, it's that one. I have had the same breathlessness on that mountain before, which is strange because there's a mountain not too far away from it, same height. I never have it on that one, so I don't know. Oh yeah, I was going to check the leaderboard. Let's have a look. Okay, so We've gone down, people. We've gone down. 84th. I should get my bottom out. Now, I don't know why did everybody leave the Formidine Rift, by the way? The whole point was to come out here and start looking at it. I'm not sure why everybody decided to leave again. Malcolm was really high, I was saying, in the Xeno killing numbers. But I guess we've slipped down the pecking order because it's Christmas, isn't it? And people have a bit more time. Okay, ooh, got an ammonia world or a water world. Okay, water world, that's alright. I don't mind water worlds. And some high metal content worlds. Okay, so we've at least got 2 water worlds, which is nice. Might have been inside that gas giant, actually. Well, I don't know why this moves so slow these days. Yeah, that must be. Oop, there we go, there's one. And the other. Oh, because I don't know if people just got the wrong end of the stick about what my intentions were when we got out there. It wasn't just to do the settlements. It was to actually have a bit of a nosy around, because now the new update's gone live. The new updates are live. It's kind of the perfect time to be going and snooping. Lots of rocky bodies for sure. You might as well scan them if you're in the area, because you do get money for them. It's not great money, but it all adds up, I think. I don't know why that's travelling at such low speed. It's really strange. Nothing, everything's icy, I think. Ah well. We got those water worlds, so let's have a look and see what they're like. Bit of a distance away, I'm afraid. That one's gonna get mapped. So if it's your first time in the stream, I keep saying it, but come say hello in the chat. That's what it's there for. Don't forget to drop a like if you do like it as well. I don't often stream this time of day, but with it being still the holidays for me, Christmas Day here in Spain is actually on the 8th. 8th or 7th? Or the 6th? 6th or the 5th? Going to work on the 8th, so I think it's Christmas Day is on the 5th here. So I'm still on my holidays, technically. Which means that this weekend I will be doing a 24-hour stream or a 20-hour stream, however long I can do it. Yeah, they don't celebrate Christmas in Spain the same way that most of the rest of the Christian world does. They have, especially where I live, they have, and this is no joke, they, on Christmas Eve, they beat a shitting log that shits presents. That's not actually in Spain, that's just in Catalonia and, Orleans. Catalonia and Aragon. So in Catalonia and Aragon, they beat a log until it shits presents. Then Christmas Day, they do celebrate it with a meal, like a big family meal, but there's no exchanging of gifts or anything. That they do that on the 5th of January when the kings come to town. So the kids all kind of go out, see the kings, because they don't have Santa Claus either. I think in Spain they actually celebrate Santa Claus now, but more because of American influence. But traditionally, on the night of the 5th, the kings come through the village. You actually see them. They're like local rich people who kind of act to be the kings. They come through the centre of the town. They throw sweets to the children, and then the children go home to bed. And when they wake up, the kings have delivered the presents. And it's really strange because they go back to school the day afterwards. That's the hardest one for me. Oh, has somebody created an FSS overlay? No, it can't be. It must be something else. Oh, it might be. I think somebody's created an overlay for your game that'll tell you exactly what the FSS is showing. That's interesting. I might have to have a download of that and play around with it. I don't know how I'd get it to show up on stream, but we could try. We could do but try. Oh, he did? Really? He created it? That's not what it says here. It's not a picture, Ellersgar. It's a... It's an overlay. But here it says Commander Cohen Leith. Maybe he's done a version of it, because it looks like whoever did it might have had it as open source, which is nice. That's a nice thing. Ooh. Or maybe he took their idea. I know somebody might have. You never know. You never know. But it's good. It's a good idea. Certainly help you kind of... I mean, I understand what I'm looking for anyway. But it does help you if you're just going to scan the whole system. I suppose it's going to help you really weed out what is what, especially with the signal sources. Sorry people, this takes time when you're having to fly out somewhere, but I am mapping this. I refuse not to. Not for a water world, anyway. And as long as they aren't all big distances like this, exploration is starting to kind of pay out these days. I cashed in part of my journey the other day, and I can't remember how many hours I'd put in, but the payoff was massive. in comparison to what I would have had before. I was trying to work out how much money I've got. So yeah, it's put me back up to nearly 1 billion credits, and I'm supposing with the discoveries I have now, I'm actually at 1 billion credits. Which I've been saying for a long time, the credits needed increasing. It's not because I want to be rich or super rich. I've not really done the money grabs that people have done before and whatnot, but I think the money had to be made higher, because sometimes, but I think when the game was originally made, Frontier thought you would get a ship and that would kind of be a permanent ship until you could upgrade it, but then you would swap your modules over and kind of slowly but surely everything would be on the upgrade. But I don't think commanders play like that. A lot of commanders don't, anyway. And I think the same with the engineering. That's why some engineering is so hard to do. But I think commanders actually want a large variety of ships for different jobs. They want modules that do different things. They want engineering that do very different things. And so I'm hoping they play with the engineering numbers a little bit for drop rates and stuff, because some of them are still a bit too much for a pain in the backside. Well, I just found an Earth-like earlier. You'll find them mainly in G and F systems. They supposedly have a higher chance to drop in an F, but I haven't seen it. I think I've seen more Earth-likes in G, personally. The other thing is, if you've got K chosen, and I don't know why, the system, the mapping system, will automatically jump to K planets over others if there's others in the area. So you will hit more Ks, and Ks have a really low chance. So what I would say is in your types is to pick G and F if you're particularly looking for water worlds and Earth likes. But in this whole trip, I've found 2 Earth lakes, I think. Yeah. But because of the mapping, other stuff's paying off these days, so you don't need to worry too much about it, and it feels a bit more special, you know. Yeah, it's crazy. I think the rate's gone down a little bit on them, but I think that's to make up. If they were dropping at the old rate, you'd probably be making money hand over fist. So I think they've dropped the rate. Brian said he hasn't seen a difference when he's doing it, but I think I've seen a significant difference from my own point of view. I've definitely seen less terraformable water worlds. I've seen a few water worlds, but I've seen a ton of non-terraformables. Oh, move on from this one. So yeah, the whole Formidine Rift thing, Alanskar, is I understand what was being said, but something happened in the Formidine Rift. I'm not expecting to find Raxler or anything like that, but I am wondering if there's just anything else strange going on here. So I thought, well, if you're gonna map somewhere, you might as well go there. You still got that guy thing going on. What guy? Gut thing? Do you mean from Git thing? You mean from the indigestion and whatnot? Why, I think I had a bit yesterday, but it's kind of going away now. But I ate so much over this Christmas period. That's why I was having problems climbing the mountain the other day. For sure. Hey Hey Darren, how's it going? Happy New Year to you. But yeah, I don't eat a lot of sugar and stuff. I have an intolerance to sugar anyway. I get really bad indigestion with it, so I hardly ever touch sugar, or refined sugar anyway. But at Christmas, I go crazy. But a bit of bicarbonate and soda sorts it right out. And I think that oh yeah, it's all the Formidine riff stuff. I think that I don't really like rich food that much anyway. I mean, Christmas food's Christmas food, innit? So you're always gonna love it, but... Oh, really? See, I'm having Earl Grey at the moment. Because it's the only tea that I like. And I don't have any sugar in that. Coffee, I'll have it with a little raw cane sugar. Not brown sugar. Brown sugar's nearly as bad as white sugar. I get raw cane sugar seems to be better. Right, okay, we seem to have dropped into a half decent system after a couple of duds. Oh god, no, in the drink, no way. No, I pre-prepare for it actually. I'll have some bicarbonate of soda 10 minutes before I start having a drink. I do prefer coffee though. Much prefer it. Right, here we go. Let's have a look, see what we've got. We've got a possible Earthlight, but no, it's going to be rocky, isn't it? It's on that frickin' line though. It's on the frickin' line. So I have to check it out, but it's probably going to be... Oh, that's on the left hand side of it anyway. Let's hope the other one's in here. It is. So that's them done anyway. I know both rocky. Right, so we've got icy bodies, we've got rocky bodies, we've got high metal content. So we're just going to hunt out the high metal content here. So we've got 2. 1 and 2, but they're close to a gas giant, so... Oh no, they're not, actually. Sorry, I thought that was a gas giant. It's a sun. That one might be alright, but that one's going to be at distance. Let's see what else we've got on this. Oh, there's some. Am I going to have to go inside something else to find that one? No. Okay. Some high metal contents here. I'm guessing that's asteroids, yeah. So just need to... So, oi, these are hidden right next to the sun, so I can't tune into that one, unfortunately. That's rocky. So... And I think there's an extra plane there, but I don't know if it has anything on it. It seems to just cross over. Okay. Oh, coffee here. I get dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. I can get really good... Oh, terraformable, that's a good one. Okay, we'll go hit that one. I get my coffees generally around €4 to €6 a bag. Fresh. Freshly roasted. Colombian's really, really cheap because it's Colombian. My preferred one, Papua New Guinea, from Papua New Guinea, is it's $5.50 or something like that. Makes a pretty decent amount. Can't remember exactly how many cups, but it makes a pretty decent amount. I mean, in a regular coffee shop, buying a decent coffee, I'd probably be paying for 2 coffees the same amount as I pay for a bag. There's some good coffee in America though, Alaska. I remember when I went to... it was the first time I ever bought like a flavoured coffee when I was in Salt Lake City, and I bought... I think I've explained it to you like a million times, but I bought a Hawaiian one with vanilla. Freshly ground there and then. That was really nice. I remember cooking that up in the morning. It was fantastic. So we should be coming in range at some point. Let's slow it down slightly because I want to get this one tagged. Here we go. Right, so there's the miss point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was a bit close, but it should be alright if I do these ones over the line a little. There we go. So the efficiency is 7, but I should get it in that 6. Well, maybe I'm not gonna. I don't know. This is gonna be close. No, I got it. Okay. When were you stationed in Germany, Alaska? Was that just after the war? No, I know you're not that old. It's quite cheap in Germany now, I think, for coffee. I remember the last time I was there. Hey, you two, put it out. Nah, this is going to be full of crap, this one. You can always hope, if there's enough gas giants, you can always hope that there's a little Earth-like come water world sitting somewhere in the centre of them. Or even an ammonia world, but well, Ethiopia, birthplace of everything. It's where humans came out of the Rift Valley. First humans. Well, that's if you believe all that stuff. Some people don't. Right, we've got water worlds, and I think we're right on the edge of an ammonia world. So this could actually be a nice system. This one. I'm slightly excited. Can't find the fucking thing though. I said I might find something in here. I must have felt a little psychic. Although it's going to be a million miles away. That's a water world. We have another water world, I think. Yep, looks like it. So I thought that might be an ammonia. But it's not. It's got a massive ice cap on it, like. We shall keep an eye out for high metal contents, because there's probably a few of them here too. I'm supposing. Oh, there we go. So, there's plenty around here. That was a rocky body, and there's gonna be... This is a strange one because it says they're in it, and then when you go into it there's nothing there, which is a bit strange. Is that asteroid? Yeah, okay. So where the hell is that one? Do I have to tune to something else to get to it? Yes, I do. Okay, I think... No, there might be another one. Highly doubt it. It's saying there is somewhere, but that's not a high metal content. That's a rocky body, so I don't know why it's showing up as a high metal content one when it's not. Doesn't make sense. It's a rocky body as well, so I think all those high metal contents are just going to show as rocky bodies anyway. Unfortunately, but let's see what those two are, and hopefully they're not a million miles away, which they are. Sod's Law. That one's... they're not terraformable anyway. It doesn't really matter too much. I thought there was two. Didn't I? Ah, there it is. Okay. Is this what I was on about, Ellis Guy? Like that, neither of them are terraformable, unfortunately. So just push on, I'm afraid. Yeah, another good one. I think with the G-stars actually seem to get quite a lot of these dud asteroid systems, unfortunately. I can't remember when I was a long way out what it was, what kind of the ratio was. They seem to come across them more often than not these days, but I'm not sure if that's because of the vocal thing saying system scan complete, you know. Oh cripes, I'm looking at it through the wrong bloody screen there. "18 bodies, that's alright." He says it is, I don't know. So, I'm not in a rush to get anywhere while I'm here in the Formidine Rift, so it's, you know, the amount of jumps is really inconsequential to what I'm doing. Wait, why am I going into the map? Right, so we've got something here. We've got a water world. Strange thing is somebody's been in this system because one of the high metal contents showing up, that's strange that they would leave the water world unless, didn't think about that, unless under the old system it shows that it was out of range. I can't remember if it's when it does that you zoom in and try and... It's going to be a load of crap, isn't it? Let me have a look. We might as well go in and grab them. No locations. I was hoping that might come across something of interest somewhere along the way. Oh, it's scanning. Let's see what we've got on this one. Probably geological. Yeah, 47 geological locations. So geological, don't really need to stop and look at them. Mind you, it might, I mean, it might be worth doing a flyby or something. Not in this stream, but it might be worth, if you were playing your own game, is to go and have a look at it. Wow, okay. This is actually why I didn't set the tuning to my joystick, because the joystick was just too finicky for me to find what I was looking for. I find it so much easier with the joypad. So if I'm struggling with the joypad, you can imagine what it would have been like with the yoke. There we go, that might be our water world. There we go. And I don't think there's another high metal content here. Oh, I might have spoken too soon there. Yeah, okay. Right, so let's have a quick look and see. I'm guessing it's outside the range because if somebody's flown through... Oh no, it is terraformable. Is that one? Yeah. So we got 1, 2... We got 2 terraformables. So it's 4 and 5. So let's just have a... Whoop, wrong button. Let's have a look at the orrery. It's number 4 and 5. So 3... Whoa. Shame it's not 3 and 5, but never mind. I'm trying to think which one's going to be the 5. I think we're just going to do it numerically. Unfortunately, you just have to do it this way. And so I think this is the first double... Is it the first double one I've come across? No, I think I've just done a... Gone too fast there. I wasn't paying attention to the clock. Yeah, the ringed ones definitely paying... Like I was saying earlier, if you try and get kind of level with the ring, they're a little bit easier to map. A little easier to map. Whoop, too fast. I might have gone too close now. Try and get it while we're on the move. Right, miss, pim, pam, boom. There we go. But that'll pay really well. I think you get extra for the ringed ones now. I don't know so. There we go, that was easy enough. Right, now we're going to go to number 5. Actually, this isn't as bad as it seemed when I first... It isn't as bad as it seemed when I first looked at it. They're both within half decent range of each other. It's those biological sites that I'm looking for, though, just in case, or even the nice one would be to find Guardian, because the other Formidine Rift locations, when they were travelling to the Formidine Rift, all show up as Guardian sites. Chemical processes, you are probably best on going to Dav's Hope, Greg. They drop quite well. Or Dav's Hope too. I think Dav's Hope has a half decent drop rate. It's not fantastic, but it's alright. You have to relog and stuff like that, but think that's where I got the majority of mine from. I think you get them... don't quote me, but you can get them in Combat Aftermath as well. But that means you have to do combat, or you have to be in a group with other people doing combat and kind of pick up the stuff afterwards. Okie dokie. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that one was a bit low. 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. Anybody who's tuned in today as well who's been a recent subscriber, thank you for your subscription. I'm now up to 357, I think. Which for my first year streaming is really, really good. So I'm happy with that. Try and get a few more at some point if possible. Yeah, well, you can always do the old follow the police. Go to a high, is it high res site? Follow the police. Try and kill the guy, or at least get a couple of shots in. Oh, thank you to James Wilmoth. Thanks very much, James. Okay, let's have a look in that one. Where are you from, James? Welcome in. So, we've got high metal content and metal rich. Metal rich might actually have locations on it. Does anybody out there do... I was interested to know if anybody does planet-side scavenging. Scavenging? It's something I would really like to do, but with the current system, the fact that the SRVs really don't hold a lot, it's not something I would particularly want to be doing right now. I was just interested if anybody else actually does it. That's strange. It was saying there was a signal in here and I can't see it. Ah, it's not showing now. It was showing that one. Okay, we got 2. It's a high metal content system and there's no gas giant, so I'm supposing as long as they're not too close to the sun, they're actually probably going to be alright. Mind you, those are a secondary sun, so... But we've got a ton of them in this system. Yeah, I'd like to make some more videos. As I said, I'm going to do a long stream sometime in the next week, and in that I'm actually going to be starting from scratch. So I'll be in the same position as anybody else would be in as well, because I think sometimes in our souped up ships and whatnot we forget how difficult it is when you first come in and start playing. Yeah, there's a few actually. You don't even need the road to riches anymore because pretty much the bubble's been mapped now. So there is I can't remember its name. There is a nice little thing I got recently which will map you a trip from pretty much anywhere, and if the system's mapped in... the system's mapped on one of the websites, or if the planet's mapped in one of the websites, it'll point you in the right direction. And that's pretty good. But the Road to Riches, I always liked it because you're only ever a couple of jumps from a station to sell your stuff, so... Oh, sorry, James, I didn't see that. You've been doing some planet-side mining. Can you do that? I guess it counts. Right, we've got Water World. Ooh. 2 Water Worlds, I think. Bit of a cough. Sorry. Don't know where that's come from. Oh, these are all like rocky bodies and stuff. Has anybody played X4, by the way? I haven't looked at anybody's. I've got it. I just haven't played it. And I haven't really looked at any of the streamers' videos of it. Oh, there's a bit over here, but it's got high metal content and a water world somewhere. There's a high metal one. Oh, there's another one. Okay, I'll take that. That might be the water world. God, why? Are you talking about X4, Ellisgar, or are you talking about mining and scavenging? 1 second. Okay, we've got terraformable high metal content, terraformable water world, and an unterraformable water world, unfortunately. That's a shame. It's got an ammonia atmosphere. And we've got... oh, is that 0.4 kilometers off terraformable? Right, we'll go do this, because this moon might be terraformable as well. So... Hey, you want to see my videos when I was messing around in canyons and my ship decided to blow up? That was nice. Oh, the crate's nice. I like the crate. I was just thinking actually the other night whether I actually might put my my Diamondback Explorer, I think, might be getting retired. Just don't quite feel why I should be using it at the moment. As you can see, I'm out here in an Anaconda, and I never used to kind of come out in the Anaconda, but okay, I'll do the moon first because it looks like I was a little bit close to the moon anyway. So I don't map moons very often, so I'm not sure if you can do it in maybe one or two probes. But I'm hoping that this one is well, I've forgotten if it's terraformable or it's one of the strange ones that you... oh no, it's a 6 prober, so who knows. Right, now we can actually go to the right. Right, I need to come out of that. Now we can fly off to the right. I'm going to come at this one, target it. Mining, I use a Type 9. Lots and lots of lovely cargo space. Oh. Right, there we go. I might have got a bit too close now. Oh no. Right. We're gonna do it. Just.
Surface scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Hey, Killer Dog. Nice to see you in the stream. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I like it. I'm enjoying it much more than I used to. I mean, I've always been an explorer, and I am enjoying it more. I'm still getting used to paying a bit more attention now. You'll notice sometimes in the FSS I'm going just a little bit too fast and not really taking note of what I'm scanning as much as I should. Like I said, I'm looking for biological. I'm in the Formidine Rift. I'm kind of looking for biological signals. If I can find them, then I want them to be Guardian signals, hopefully. Fingers crossed. If I can't find something interesting. It's not too bad. I've found a ringed Earth-like so far, which is it's going to fetch a couple of pounds, I think. No, you have not, Brian. Probably not far off, but how are you doing? You're in early. Have you got a day off? Oh yeah, you will do, won't you? I'm going to move on because I think the system's a dud. Oh no, have you left as well? I take a couple of days off and everybody just leaves me. Thanks very much, peeps. Where'd you go off to? Yep, start as you mean to go on. Oh, I'm going to motorboat these sons, I think. Oh, so you actually did circumnavigate it. Oh well. Put an end to my plan. I'm trying to keep on the same plane and just going across it at the moment. I don't suppose you found anything interesting, did you? Okay, thanks very much, James. Have a good day. Thanks for dropping by. Have you found any blancmange clouds out here, or are they all close to the bubble? No, but you can always catch up, Ella's car. Yeah, I should have... we should have maybe... I think the next time I do any type of trip that's not a stream trip, I will point people towards a build. So... the frameshift drive booster, yes. Yeah, the Guardian stuff, I mean, if you ever need help with it, you can always drop into the Discord and ask Bob, because Bob doesn't mind helping people with it. He kind of knows, he knows the Guardian sites quite well. So he can get, oh, we've got, is that Pneumonia or Waterworld? Waterworld. Okay, we got a Waterworld, Rocky Iceworld, Icy Bodies, Rocky High Metal Content, there you go. Oh, you did you? I didn't know that. You keep it very quiet, Brian, that's your problem. Does that mean there's something inside, or does it mean I'm close to the... No, it means I'm close to that one, so let's just edge it in a little bit. Oh, that's the one I just came from. Right, let's speed it around a little. There we go. There we go. One. Or you can even ask Brian, apparently. Brian taught him everything he knows, so... Have you cashed in now, Brian, then? Have you had a chance to? Just wondering what your numbers were. If you've circumnavigated, I'm sure they're pretty high. What was I doing there? System map. Ooh. Terraformable. Untagged. Oh, so is that one as well. Okay. Well, the most important thing, Greg, especially if you want to do the Guardian stuff, is to get a ship that can jump out there. So the Diamondback's actually probably one of the cheapest you can get long-range jumps with, because some of the Guardian sites... Oh yeah, I'm going to overshoot it now. Some of the Guardian sites are quite a long way from the bubble, and a bit of a pain in the backside to get to. Unless you want to use neutron stars to get there. But even then, I think some of the sites... some of the sites are pretty difficult to get to. Oh, because are you doing Felicity Farseer then? Have you started doing the... What do you have to do to... Because you should have unlocked Felicity Farseer, I think, with your... because all that, because that Diamondback can get right up to. I can get it up to nearly 60 without doing any serious engineering, I think. No Guardian locations. I don't think are directly connected to an engineer that I remember. In order to get stuff. The Guardian FSD booster, though, in particular, it's kind of like it's a luxury. I would buy kind of good modules and then try and engineer it way before getting that Guardian technology, because it takes a while to go out and get it. You've got to have other stuff with it, and it's like I said, it's a slight luxury. They do, chemical processes do drop in Dav's Hope, don't they, Brian? As far as I'm aware, they do. Just wanted to check something. Yeah, I think since I've been doing it, we've moved up a little bit in the exploration part. Anybody who wants to join, if you're on the PC and you want to join the squadron, just type in 97th Ineffectual Squadron and send an invite, or ask for an invite, and you can join the squadron. Unfortunately, it's not available on Xbox or PS4 because no cross-platform. Yeah, it has a lot of materials there, and you kind of just log out and log back in again and they reappear. And you just do laps. Data mined wake exceptions. Where did I find them? I went for data mined wake exceptions. I got them where the battles where the capital ships come in, and I just literally flew around there just scanning all the jump outs. Was it there, or maybe no? Maybe it wasn't even there. Maybe it was. No, it was. No, it wasn't. Data mined wake exceptions. I went to famine systems, I think, and scanned everything jumping out. Yeah, I think you should go to sleep. Where are you, Greg? Oh, I've gone way too close here. This might be really hard to map this. Hopefully not. That's what I was saying earlier about not paying attention. Yep. Ah, okay. Whereabouts in Indonesia? Did it do it? Oh wow, you got it. Oh, you're from Switzerland originally. Wow, that's a big difference. Bali, wow, that's a big cultural difference. Can you not search famine in the galaxy map, Elescar? Right, just 1 second, people. I'm just going to make a cup of coffee. I'll leave you with some nice music for a second. I'll power down. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right, Brian, thanks for keeping people entertained while I was away. Wait, no, I'm checking the system, aren't I? See what we've got. Gas giants. Rocky bodies. Brian, did you say how much you'd made from your jaunt, or you haven't cashed in yet? You have or you haven't? Why am I not seeing these? Do I need to bloody tune the... Was that one? I don't know what's going on with that system. Hey Christopher LeBlanc, nice to see you. If you want to make a donation to my stream, you can click on the little glass just next to the hologram of my ship. There's a glass. You can click on that and it'll take you to I've forgotten the name of it, to Streamlabs, where you can make a donation if you'd like to. How are you doing, Christopher? Just think it'll probably be the last teen of your lifetime. Oh, I just jumped in. Did I just jump into here and flew like a million miles away from the sun, or is this the one I was already in? I'm going mad. Right. Metal rich and rocky, so we'll just keep going. Yeah, everything's alright. I was having a rest day today. Climbed a mountain covered in ice on Sunday, so... good luck with that, 9-7. Through YouTube, I can't take donations through YouTube, unfortunately, yet. The only way I can do it is through Streamlabs. And I'll be honest... Oh no, maybe it's not actually, maybe it's not that you click on the glass. I always thought you did. There you go. You can try that if you would like, Greg. Try that link. If it works. If it doesn't, don't worry. Let's have a look at this one. Gas giants everywhere. Couple of dud systems, I'm afraid. It doesn't help. That looks a nice picture, Christopher. Is that from the game? And if anybody wants to become a Patreon, there's a link to Patreon in my in the link below as well. No, I didn't actually. I don't celebrate New Year. I never really have. The year 2000 I did, because I thought there was a chance the world was going to come down around our ears, so I went a bit hardcore that night, but I came home with a Furby and a ball of Edam, and I don't know why, so I've kind of never drunk on New Year's since then. But thanks for the thought. Ah, right, okay. You could have taken credit, nobody would know. Rockwells, icy bodies, rocky bodies. Back buddy. Well, hopefully... no, that's 1,000 light seconds. Oh, that... 380. I don't know. 380 seems a bit... seems a bit too close. That could be terraformable, that one. I think we've got one more hiding somewhere. That could be terraformable, actually. So let's have a look. I think we might have 2 terraformables if we're very lucky. Oh crap, Dave, I didn't. I've still got some days. There was a day I was on, but you were playing something else. I think you were playing Fallout. I was gonna holler at you that day, but you were playing Fallout, and I thought, yep, 2 of them are terraformable, so I didn't bother you. But have you tried the online part? I tried it a little bit. I'll give you a shout, either tonight, maybe tomorrow. No, tomorrow I'm gonna go for a walk, so the day after, Thursday. And this weekend, to keep an eye out for my long stream. I'll be advertising it in the Discord. But you can also subscribe to the channel and hit that hit that bell button so that you get reminders when I do go live. It's alright. I enjoyed the little bit I was doing. Well, no, it wasn't a little bit actually. It was a few hours I was doing it, and I was enjoying it. And I've been online a little bit since then, just, you know, arsing about, but I wasn't trying to aim towards anything. A lot of people have been slating it, saying it's not got anything, but Grand Theft Auto didn't at the beginning. And I'm hoping that my NDA for the Division 2 will end soon, and I can fill everybody in on that, because that was an exciting time.
Surface scan complete.
Oh, next one. No, not next one. There's another one in this system. Getting a bit excited there. It was number 1 and number 2, wasn't it? Number 2. Right. Yeah, I mean, they'll come back to it, I'm sure. I'm still loving the single player. Still haven't finished it, and everybody knows how much I was playing that. So I don't know. It's just trying to do 100 things at once here, so just bear with me a second. I will start talking again. I'm not going to overrun this, am I? Don't worry, Greg. Does anybody still play Star Wars Old Republic? Hey, be thankful you've got a wife who's a gamer. Some people would enjoy that. Maybe not if you can't buy your Elite Dangerous extras, though. You should get a separate PayPal, not a first come first serve basis. That's dangerous. Let's have a look. Pim. Where's our? Boom. There you go. Absolutely love this flight yoke. Makes me feel more like a commander. Maybe quieter today after last night, but in Bali I wouldn't bet on it. But you never know, you can hope. Woof. Thanks very much, Greg. Have a good night. As much as you can. Right. Oh, wow. Oi! What happened here? Have we got a freeze? Yep, got a freeze. That's why. So, I'm not hanging around on this screen, it's an actual freeze. Working? Yep. Okay, so we got ice bodies, nice one. Let's move on. Five bodies isn't going to be great. Let's see what we've got. You never know though, you never know what you're gonna hit. Gas giants and icy bodies. Okay, on we go. So Brian was saying he didn't find anything while he was out here, so I'm not holding out a lot of luck, but I'll go to this point I'm going to and then maybe work my way eventually back to the bubble. But yeah, there's a lot. It's gaining some how can I put it? It's gaining a bit of ground, that game, Dave. People are getting interested in it now. Like I've said before, we are in the kind of zombie days half behind us, even though there's still a few zombie games in production. But space is the new go-to thing for the big companies. So we are gonna see a boost in games in the next few years. Just hopefully somebody's sitting down and taking notes and watching streams and stuff and actually seeing what people want. Wait, didn't do the scan. Because I think you can take a little bit from every game and make something special. Wow, there's nothing here. But it says signals detected 5 bodies, so why is it not? Do we have problems? Did it say system scan complete? Am I being a bit moronic here? I missed it. If it did, I missed it. If I did, I must have missed it. Silly me. So thanks for all the likes, everybody. I've got more likes than viewers today, I think, which is good. It's always a good thing. I thought I'd have a few more viewers today. I thought people would have bad heads and just be chilling. I guess I was wrong. Oh, 9 bodies. Could be alright. The good thing about G-stars actually is when you are, as long as they're not stuck to one of the other suns, when you're going to map stuff, it is a bit shorter to get to the mapping part, which is good. Right, I got gas. We have ice bodies. We've got a couple of high metal contents floating around, so there's one there. Oh, what was the distance? 900, so that's probably a no-go. What's this one? 200. Might be too close. I don't use my cheat sheet these days, and I really need to, because it would actually let me know whether they're terraformable while I'm doing this. 297. Actually, that 297 might be. Hopefully. Oh no, it's too close. 297. No, that might be. That's not definitely. That one. Nope. None of them. So what were you stopping and mapping then, Brian? Anything in particular, or...? Damn it. No, I might do half G, half K. See if I do any better with Ks at some point. I mean, today I've done, I think, about 30 odd systems.
Frameshift drive charging.
I've done 30 odd systems and I've had one Earth-like. Like I said, I think they've adjusted the drop rate a little bit. You get far more high metal content, which seem to be the bread and butters.
System scan complete. Fuel scan. Fuel scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Ah, that's better. 13. 13's a good number. So I'm lucky for some. I don't mind 13, 15. Right, oh, I spoke too soon. Got some high metal content. Round and round and round he goes, where he stops, nobody knows where. They need a bigger zoom out, you know. They really do. Right, there we go. Not seen any locations or anything as of yet. Right, that's all of them. And nothing.
Frameshift drive charging.
Pies? Ah, shiny, interesting, okay. How's that, magpies? Crepes on a stick. It's really not been very good to me at the moment. Yeah, and Jesus, what distance was that? 954. It's a slight possibility. 378. So, you know, like I was saying before, if you want to be really selective about what you're scanning, you just take notice of the distances. And now, so my old cheat sheets actually do come into play, because I can judge what I'm scanning and hope that they're terraformable. If they're not, they're not. But if they're not, they're not. But if there is, I think I've been to that nebula, Brian. I don't remember visiting the black hole in it, but looking at the top picture, wow, this guy, the RNG's kicking out on me now. It doesn't like me at all. It's like, you've had everything you can have. You're not having any more. Oh crap, I'm doing something in Discord there and I can't see what I'm doing. I don't think the game likes me at the moment. I don't know what that's all about. Just everything's like system scan complete. I've just done this one, haven't I? Yep. I'm now going a bit space crazy as well. Please, 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 please. 18. 28, way too many. Way too many. I mean, it never hurts to have a look, but you never know what's hidden in there. There could be something hidden inside those things. Oh, and there might just well be... No, that's going to be a water giant. You... Yep. A toilet water giant at that. Thaw. And rocky bodies with a very small, it's not even a small chance. It says high metal content, but there's no way that's high metal content. Keep going, wayward son. Right, let's see what we've got here. Hopefully we'll get one or two things. Some high metal contents and an asteroid field. Okay, we've got to these are next to another star, so traveling there might be, yeah, it's not too far. They're probably not terraformable anyway. Oh, one of them is. Well, we've got to go do it. When does Anthem come out? I don't know, but I'm kind of half against pre-ordering. I'll pre-order from somebody I trust, so like Rockstar. I was going to say Ubisoft. I won't say Ubisoft. I'll say Massive. So they produce the Division for Ubisoft. So I'd pre-order a Massive game. It's probably all I would pre-order. But I mean, the game looks really nice. I don't know if it's quite the type of game I'm going to enjoy. But it does look nice. But pre-ordering these days, it's a dangerous thing. I mean, this is why they do the betas, so you can get an idea of it, but the thing is, you normally have to pre-order to play the beta, so it defeats the object. I might just watch it play out. I think when the Division comes out, I'll be putting time into that. So, and that comes out March, I don't know if March 15th or something. Can't remember exactly. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, you probably have to have it on pre-order, and it kind of defeats the whole object. People need to stop pre-ordering stuff, in my opinion. Let them prove that it's a product worth playing, especially MMOs and stuff. This one's taken a while to get to. I didn't expect it to take this long. Yeah, I mean, but even so, if you've pre-ordered it, then you can't pull out of the pre-order that I'm aware of, unless you pre-ordered it in a shop. But if you pre-ordered it through their website, you generally have to pay for it up front, so... Right, here we go. What, like if they pull out of buying it? I don't know. If they tried to find me, I'd go to Trading Standards. I can't see how they could. You can't, unless they want you to pay up front, they can't hold you to an order. I wouldn't have thought they can anyway. Well, they're all piss and moan. I mean, the shops are in a hard enough place as it is at the moment, with most people, a lot of people buying their games online. The bricks and mortar stores really struggle, I think.
Surface scan complete.
I suppose so. I mean, I don't know. It's something I think. Again, unless they want you to pay up front for everything, then don't give it. It's a very strange thing. 'Cause the beta's supposed to be there. Well, these days it's the demo, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's nothing more, nothing less. And what it allows them to do is, if it doesn't work, they go, "Oh, but it's only a beta." But it's basically the modern day demo. But to have to buy the product to test the demo, stupid. I still think there should be, you should be able to, like any product, you should just be able to return a game within 30 days for money back guarantee if you don't like it. It's my opinion. It's probably not popular with those games companies, but it's how I think it should be. If it doesn't do what you were advertised. I try and think of games like it's so much better now, but when No Man's Sky first came out, I mean the hype that was built around that thing, and I remember it was not worth a AAA game price, and everybody kind of blamed Sean Murray, but it wasn't really his fault. It was Sony and the people who were kind of telling him what to say and what not to say, and he kind of got, you know, a bit carried away with it all and ended up making kind of half promises that came back and bit him. But in the long term, the game's actually good. My type of game, but oh, Naughty Dog games. I pre-order Naughty Dog games as well. Definitely pre-order Naughty Dog games. Okay, there we go. I knew it was somewhere. Okay, so we've got high metal content underwater world. Well, they won't even give you refunds on games, as far as I'm aware. There's a video of some guy smashing up one shot because they wouldn't give him a refund on Fallout 76. Done there, done a fair few here. Still in the same position, unfortunately. Okay. So I'll do one more. Well, this is the thing as well, Dave. That isn't allowed. They cannot force you to take shop credit. There are certain situations where they can, but that is an option that they can offer you. store credit. Now most of them go, we don't do refunds, we do store credit. Yes, you do refunds because it's within the law that you do refunds. If I want to take shop credit, I can take shop credit. People have to know what they're entitled to. I don't know if that's everywhere. I know it is in Europe and England. You can even get a refund on an almost full refund on something if it's a year old from the shop. They can take money off for wear and tear, but if it's in its guarantee. What game looks badass? Ella's got Anthem. Yeah, it looks good. Mass Effect's strange because it's the new one is the first one I ever attempted to play, and I actually don't mind playing it, but I got a little bit lost in it and ended up half giving up. Right, you whole screen. Gas giants, what were your high metal content? Okay, we've got some high metal contents in here. Looks like we've got 3. Ah, there we go. Only 2 though. Hey Cartel, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh cripes, my mouse isn't working again. Yeah, good. Good. Oh, come on. It's still my head, isn't it? How many bad systems have I hit in a row? What's the score? Right, if this one's a dud, I'm going to change my suns up a little bit. See what might come across in a different type. So as I keep telling people, please look out for my long stream coming this weekend. I'll be posting more information probably tonight, tomorrow. It's Tuesday today, isn't it? Yeah. If anybody wants to join in and help me, you're more than welcome. You can always add me in game, Commander Swifty78. There you go. Show you it again, Swifty78. Or you can join the 97th Ineffectual Squadron if you send us an invite. You can always join the squadron and help out with things that we're doing. Right, so. Oh, I'm getting ripped off here. Okay, I'm going to change the star type up a little bit here. Galaxy map, that's why. Let's go with K's for a while. Let that replot. I don't actually have a bit of a look at the Formidine Rift. Still not quite understanding this reporting system and everything. You can't tell me that only a few people have been in and reported these places. Am I missing something? Because, for example, this Earth-like here that I went and saw, it says it was reported by Ling Tukori, okay, and apparently I confirmed it. So, fine. But are these only... But then I'm going to one like this ammonia planet, and it's reported by IBN Al-Hamza, okay? And I haven't been able to report it, so I don't know. I don't know why it shows us that at the moment. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. We'll have to get to it at some point. Okay. But it only has one? Strange. Right, icy bodies, metal rich bodies, high metal. Okay, I might have a couple of high metals here. Oh no, it's the only one. What was? Was there an alarm or something? Right. Well, these are K's, so I'm not expecting the world out of these. My mouse still isn't working properly. Hey Jack, how's it going? Oh, is my doorbell going? I'll be my neighbour. I'll be my neighbour. I'll go up later when I'm finished. She normally needs some help with something. If it was the coppers that had kicked it in, you should know that. Hey Jack Garrow, and Happy New Year to you too. Ooh. Oh, crap. It could be an Earth-like, or it could be a rocky world. This game's horrible. Could be an Earth-like, you know. No, rocky ice world. What an asshole. Right, let's have a look again. Here we go. Nothing there. Right, high metal content. Okay, I think that's done then. I think the other one's going to be too far off the mark. Not all the time. Anyway, it's not like you kick it in, you just knock with your feet, don't you? That's what I heard. Right. Please give me something nice for Christmas. Right, high metal content. Here we are. No, but that's the wrong end one. So no, nothing there. Wow, these cave stars are working out worse than everything else. I knew they would. They have a low drop. They have a low rate, I think. Bodies. Hey Malcolm, how's your stream going? You taking a break? Malcolm also streams the Edit Dangerous. He's always killing bugs. Or doom flowers, whichever way you look at it. Oh. A lot of signals here. Look like they're a long way off though. Yep, 39,000. Doubt I'll be flying along to get any of these, but... Oh, Happy New Year to you too. Oh, you finished? Have I been on that long? Right, so system map. Alright. I wasn't expecting anything terraformable at that range anyway, so let's see what the stream time is. 2 hours 40. Wow, but I started at 2 o'clock, didn't I? I'm sure I started the stream around 2 and it's only showing that I've been live for 2 hours. I didn't have a break. Is that true? Oh, maybe I have been playing a long time then. Oh, these are all icy bodies. There are some high metal content, but they're on the bad scale of high metal content as well. When I'm looking at it in the live thing, it doesn't actually show me. I'm sure I started at 1 or 2 because I was talking to Scott and about what time it was where he was. So. Strange. Keep an eye on that in the future. Right, ooh. No. Damn it. That might just get on the edge of an Earthlight, but looks too far away to be that, so. Right. I am going to God, that's a hard one to. Where is it? There it is. That's an asteroid, so that's alright. That opened up that cluster. Don't need to worry about that anymore. There's more asteroids as well by the looks of it. Alright, let's go open that. Oh, cripes. I must be still moving because my it's not staying on target. So oh cripes, that's too difficult. Yeah, so I must be moving. Right, it says I'm not. Right, well, people, I'm going to call it a day, or at least call it time for now, because my backside's starting to hurt me. But I just want to thank everybody for dropping in earlier than usual, I know. As I said, keep an eye out for my weekend stream, which is going to be very, very different from the Formidine stuff. I'm using a second account that I've just got, and it's going to be a long stream. So keep an eye out in the Discord for information about that, and I will actually post a pre-thing on YouTube as well. So be sure to hit that bell so you know when I'm going live or when I'm posting information. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, please do so. And all information about the music, the Discord and everything like that is in the show notes below. So I just want to thank everybody for joining me again for today, and I shall see you in the very near future. 9-7.